Hello and welcome to your 10th tutorial on how to create an FPS game. And in this tutorial we're just going to be modifying some of the things we've done in the previous tutorial, and as promised we're going to make the health a bit more dynamic, but not on its final state. So first let's make regenerating health, because we don't want to make it an old, like, futuristic style FPS. So we'll open the health script and we'll deal with that first. So to make it regenerating, we have to have like a maximum point called max health. So var max, one word, max health equals 100. N is of type float. Great, now health is by default equal to max health. So you start with full health. And now in here, in the update function, you want to check if max health is, not max health. If health is less than max health. Now here, just want to make a countdown timer to continuously adding to our health each frame. So make just a variable for that. Minus equals time dot time. So it's just going to be minusing itself until, and hold on. You gotta set this to the time you want. So first, say you want 5 seconds delay, you put here 5 and then it minuses it by the time, and then once it reaches like bottom, so if time is less than 0, so once it's zeroed out, the time is counted 5 seconds, then we add health. We start adding health. And all this will only happen if while health is less than max health. You don't have to put this while, we can leave it in as an if, because it's happening every time, every update, every frame update. So yeah, that's all for that. And now I just want to fix the AI move, because if you see in previous testing, you could see that if you walk in front of the AI, it won't always recognize you, and we can't really change its side of range because it will make it avoid walls and just go in circles, and we don't want that. We want it to go to the walls and see the player properly. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna change the range to infinite. Right now, technically, if you do that and change the range to infinite, leave it like this, it will just spin in place. So what we want to do, we want to tell it to only spin if the distance from the hit point, from the point it hit, to the current object is less than 2.5. Only then will it rotate. So first of all, we have to delete all this and start afresh. So var dist equals vector3 dot distance, and yeah, you know the drill. It really doesn't matter what comes first. So now, first of all, we calculate the distance between the point we hit. Right? So, because we're always hitting a point. This is math.infinite. Unless it's empty space, we're always hitting something. So once we calculate the distance, we want to check first of all if we hit a player before we actually check if we hit the distance. So if hit dot transform, you know the drill. And there, else. Now, because in here we want to rotate and in here we want to leave the player once it's too far, then we'll start off here. Then first we want to calculate distance. So if distance is less than 2.5, so if it's 2.5 game units or less away from a wall, then it will rotate. And now we don't want to add that smooth delta stuff because for now we don't want to add it because it will delay. It will rotate. It will lessen the rotate, and that will cause some bugs. So let's just leave it at like a clean rotate for now. So yeah, that's all. And now here we want to change the sight range. Now we're gonna interface it like it's the amount of range that the player has to get away from the enemy to get the enemy to leave it alone. So we'll change that to 10 by default. Right? So if not 10, excuse me. Oh yeah, 10 is within the physics. So if dist is less than sight range, and by the way, you can set it to whatever you want. Just make sure you reset it in the game, because if you set variables in the code, they won't always reset here. You have to set them like this. So yeah, sorry, here, see, it's still 5. Gotta change that to like 10. Not speed, sorry. Yeah, that's 10. Alright, so once we got that, if this is just the sight range, now we want to tell it to look at the player and go towards it. So look. Great, now we want to check if we're too close. Excuse me, I don't need the brackets. My bad. Just like we did before. And also, if it's still in range of attacking, if it's still in the attacking range, then set is attacking equal to true. And here we want to add else, so if it's out of attacking range, then is attacking equals false, of course. And also, just in case it skipped some part or we missed something, we also want to set it here. Actually, not here. Here is attacking equals false. Great. Alright, so maybe we want to leave it like that. Alright, so that should work. Oh, I still think we're missing something. I know. We'll set velocity to speed here, just in case, just to be sure. So that should work better than it did before. So let's test that out. Notice I've changed my scene view because I want to test it both in game and I want to get a bird's eye view. And it seems to be working beautifully. So now if we intercept it here, see, it is following us. Perfect. Now if you run out of distance, you'll notice its attacking variable right here is false. Now watch the attacking variable. See, equals true, false. Beautiful. So that is all for today. Also, you test out the regenerating health. I won't show you today, but you should play with it around, get the hang of it. So that's all, and bye bye.